So I'd like to talk about the real secret to making money in Facebook Marketplace dropshipping. As some of you guys know, I used to dropship on Amazon. I actually started selling automation for that. And then I recently stopped because of all the problems with how it's virtually impossible not to get your account suspended at some time if you're dropshipping on Amazon with updates. I looked into Walmart dropshipping, but some of you guys know, and I've made other videos with the problems of Walmart dropshipping, how they're suspending accounts without appeal, holding your money for 188 days. As you guys know, with eBay, you can't really dropship on eBay anymore. I mean, you can kinda, but it's like the money's not really worth it for the time, especially if you're going to dropship from retailers on eBay. You got to make a bunch of accounts. I mean, you got to have like 10, 20 accounts. It's like, I want to make as much money as possible, doing the least amount of work as possible. That's kind of my thing, right? I don't want to have to be making a new account every 3 months. Or, I just want to make easy money so I have money and time to do the things that I want to do. I don't want to be working 10 hours a day on the computer. So I want to go. So because of that, I transitioned to Facebook Marketplace. And as you guys know from my channels, I teach this. I got a free Facebook group. I'll try to put a link in the description where I have hours of free training. Training on I got trainings on how to get your first sale quickly, drop shipping on Facebook Marketplace, even if you've never drop shipped an item before or you're not technology savvy. I have training on the 4-part process to automate your business. I have training on all sorts of stuff, right? How to find the best products, the absolute best products to list that have the highest chance of selling. But in this video, I want to go over the real secret to making money, Facebook Marketplace dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace. So there's a few keys to this. The first key to this is listing the correct products. You do have to list the correct products on your Facebook Marketplace store. And if this is the first video of mine you found on this channel, there's nothing to worry about. I do have another video that is on my channel that goes over the best products to list. You have to list them the best way. But the other thing is, let me just explain it like this, right? So the other day, I'm looking at sales. I'm looking at the sales of my items. And I'm always want to get some data, because if I can pinpoint maybe certain items that are hot selling, or maybe certain things that items that are selling a lot have in common, the types of items, the price point, maybe things like that don't matter. Maybe things like that do matter. If I could pinpoint it, let's say like for whatever reason, items that are $49 the best sell the most. Well, if that's the case, then I'm going to list cheaper items. Now I'm going to list them around that $45 mark. Now, in all transparency, just to provide you guys extra value, in my stores, and I have many Facebook Marketplace automation client stores that I run too, that's not the case at all. There's nothing like with price point. And I got a lot of those stores making money. I mean, I got a client of mine. He's got a Facebook Marketplace dropshipping store with me. I started his store a couple months ago. He's been doing about a sale a day now. And we're continuing to grow his store. And that's pretty good for a couple months in this business, already doing a sale a day. Because if you can do 1 sale a day, you can average 2 sales a day. Then you can average 3 sales a day and 4 sales a day. It just takes time to build. And then you can be making like a lot of residual income quickly. So I'm looking at my sales, and I'm trying to find stuff. And I said, you know what? The last item I sold was a pretty good item. I sold it for it was like $400 and something. It was about 28% profit. And I made like $113 in profit, something like that. I wanted to see when I listed that item. I pulled it up. I listed it over 4 months ago. And the truth is, guys, I think that was the first time I sold that item. I listed it 4 months ago, and I believe the first time it sold was that day that I checked it. I looked up the previous item that I sold. Now, I believe that item, I'd sold probably a few dozen of it. It was like a somewhat common item. When was the last time I listed that item, or when did I list it? I listed it 3.5 months ago. And I've done this before, and I've seen that items that I've sold have came from items that I've listed 2, 3, 4-ish months ago. It is true that if you do things correctly, you can get sales, and it's something that I teach. You can get sales pretty quick right off the bat. One of my clients, my Amazon or my Facebook dropshipping automation clients, I started his store 11 days ago. He's already gotten 5 sales, 5 different sales, and I started his store just 11 days ago. So you can get sales right off the bat, and you do want to get sales off the bat. But one of the other big secrets to this, the real secret to making money dropshipping on Facebook Marketplace, is continuing to list the right items and give the items time. Because as soon as you list an item just once, that item is there forever. And it can continue to get views and also saves. Aaron, what do you mean by saves? Well, some people will buy your item right away. It's true. Some people will buy your item right away. They'll see it, and especially if you have the right description and you have the right pictures in the right order, which I teach as well, you can get sales right away. But some people, they'll be like, you know what? This is an interesting item, and on the item in Facebook Marketplace, there's a button they can click to save it, where they can kind of like save it and check back on it later. So there's a percentage of people that will save your item, and they might not buy it today. They might not buy it next week. They might not buy it for a few months. But there's a percentage of the people that will eventually buy the item. Who knows? Maybe they're thinking about remodeling the house. And they're like, oh, that couch looks, or maybe a couch might be, that's an interesting, maybe they're thinking about, maybe their office chair is, because office chairs are fine items to list. Maybe their office chair is getting a little worn out. And they're saying, you know what, in a couple months, I'm going to redo my office. That's an interesting office chair that person has listed. Let me go ahead and save it so I remember to, if I get around to remodeling my office, buy it. Well, in a couple months when they remodel, that office chair. Where is it? I found that on Facebook. Oh, I saved it. I remember clicking the save. There's a button they can click to save it. They go pull up your listing and they buy it. So a big part of this is understanding that we want to give this business months and potentially even years to grow. Because imagine if you continue to list the right items in the right way, and you do that every day, and you do that for 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, a year, 2, 3, 4 years. Remember, dropshipping on Facebook is not against their terms of service. We don't have the ups and downs as Amazon and Walmart. Imagine what your store could do. Imagine the potential that you have when you allow compounding in time to take over. But in order to do that, you have to be aware of it. Because if not, you might list 20 items, be like, I'm not getting any sales, and then quit. Don't give up. Understand, you got to keep listing items, or hire a virtual assistant, which I teach how to do as well. Keep listing items and keep getting the right items up, but also a big part of this is allowing time for people to find a bunch of your items, save your items, and have the potential to buy them in the future. So that's what I got for you in this video. If you like this video, I'll try to put other recommendations of other videos you can check out. My name's Aaron Goldsten, and I'll put some resources in the description as well for you as well of other little goodies that might be beneficial to you and you might enjoy.